Hey all you wimps, welcome back to another reaction video. This time it's Why Zelda and Sonic Fans Hate Game Grumps by... what was it? By Jack's Melancholy. Uh, and already from the title of this, I have an idea of what they're talking about. Because I've watched Game Grumps before. I don't watch them all the time, but like occasionally I'll be like, oh hey, I'll just check out the highlights here, or just like check out this series for a minute. I did really like their supermarket simulator series. I was thinking of checking out uh, their more recent card shop series. I'm not really sure. Uh, I actually have a stream of me playing Card Shop Simulator over on the gaming channel. If you want to check that out, I swear we did a really good pull. I think around the 2 hour 40 mark, somewhere around there. I think it was a really good pull, man. Anyway, but like the problem with like what Game Grumps does is that like Aaron refuses to listen to anything and then just continues to just butt his head into walls into trying shit. Like he will not listen, and when Dan tries to give him advice, he's just like, "Shut up, man! I know what I'm doing," and then completely explodes himself off a fucking mountain. So anyway, let's get started, shall we? 3, 2, 1, go!
The Legend of Zelda for the Nintendo 64 is not only one of the first video games I ever played, but also one of my favorites. While I concede that it hasn't aged as well as the Super Nintendo
I also have some streams of me playing Ocarina of Time Randomizer if you want to see that too.
games before it, or the GameCube games that followed, it's safe to say that most people still regard Ocarina of Time as a masterpiece. I've played every game in the series and consider myself to be a huge fan. It's probably my third favorite game series behind Resident Evil and Ace Attorney. However, growing up, I didn't have many acquaintances.
I've been waiting for them to I've been wanting them to freaking re-release Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD on the freaking Switch. It would have been perfect, man. It's so stupid that they didn't.
Who love Zelda as much as me. My friends were into Halo, Pokemon, Mario, and Call of Duty. Throw in the fact that my household didn't have a proper internet connection until around 2009. It's no wonder that I felt like the only Zelda fan in the world. Little did I know that YouTube was soon going to foster a huge gaming community. Suddenly, there were dozens of videos discussing Zelda. In-depth timeline speculation, listicles, speedrunning, and information regarding the games previously unknown or untranslated. It felt like I could finally share my enjoyment of Zelda with others. As the 2010s kicked off, Let's Play channels were in their prime. I watched Achievement Hunter, Markiplier, PewDiePie, but there was one Let's Play channel I watched more than all of them.
I'm Grump. I'm not so Grump. I'm not so Grump. And we're the Game Grumps.
It's highly likely that Game Grumps doesn't need an introduction.
I was honestly expecting him to play the JonTron one since he was talking about it being in the older ones.
But for the sake of historical preservation, and for the three of you watching this in 2050, Game Grumps is a Let's Play channel on YouTube founded in 2012 by YouTuber John Jafari, aka JonTron, and animator Egoraptor, aka Aaron Hansen. The two of them would play games and banter, having great chemistry. Chemistry which would only be topped by the connection between Aaron and Dan Avidan, a musician who took over as co-host in 2013, replacing JonTron. The story of why Dan took over as Not So Grump is irrelevant to our discussion today, but I'm sure there are plenty of videos covering the topic if you're interested.
If I remember correctly, I think it was either like some type of controversy or it was John having to move for one reason or another, so they couldn't do Game Grumps anymore.
Regardless of the era, the appeal of Game Grumps was and still is feeling like you're sitting on the
sofa. It was still pretty good, like two friends. Like it's just like my favorite line I've ever heard from them is from JonTron, specifically from Game Grumps, is whenever I think they were playing Wheel of Fortune or something, or some type of like trivia game, and he just kept mashing the button, getting the answer wrong, and he's just like, if I can't be the best, I sure as hell can be the worst.
Riffing on video games. This formula may be on the decline as of writing this video, However, the Grumps still pull in a big audience. So of course, when the Game Grumps decided
Oh,
to
they played
play through
Minish
the
Cap?
Zelda series, I had to be there. Two of my favorite internet personalities, playing some of my favorite games of all time. Watching those playthroughs was
The
immensely
Grumps is pretty
enjoyable.
good too.
I'm particularly
Like
fond of their Wind Waker Let's Play.
the
Despite
10
being
Minute Power Hour.
relatively new to hosting Game Grumps, Dan really opened up about his life experiences in that series. All the
Oh, I
while,
really like
Aaron
their
would fumble
original
his way
Zelda
through the game.
playthrough.
OCD kind of like feeds on your imagination, so it's different for everybody. But for me, like, uh, it was that everything in my mind would not stop connecting. Like I had too many associations constantly happening in my mind, and as a
I can
result,
see
like I
that.
couldn't do anything.
Fumble might be an understatement, considering what the crux of this video is about, and what we must discuss next. I didn't tend to read the comments or visit places like the Game Grumps subreddit back when I would watch the videos daily. Because of this, I had no idea what other people thought of Aaron's skills when it came to the game.
Oh,
In
Aaron
fact,
completely is terrible at video games, but it's funny watching him freaking get pissed off and do failures. However, it is also as equally infuriating.
I had never considered Aaron being good at the games he plays to be the appeal of watching in the first place. On
Yeah,
the
no, he's not.
contrary, some of the Grumps' best moments come from Aaron failing spectacularly.
Yes. Yes, just fall.
Just, oh my god!
Yep, yep.
Are you kidding me? What happened? I'm out! I'm out!
What happened?
I'm out!
Oh my god.
Yeah, fuck the freaking pachinko level. It makes no
Last
freaking
year,
sense.
I was on a break from working full time and found myself revisiting old Grumps videos. I hadn't really been watching any Let's Plays for a few years. Life got too busy, and when I was free, I'd rather play games myself. I discovered some rather long compilations of all the Zelda games the Grumps had played over the years. Great stuff to leave on in the background. As the hours went by, it started to dawn on me that said compilations weren't celebrations of the fun had while playing those Zelda games, but legitimate critiques and condemnations of Aaron as both a Zelda player, and sometimes just as a human being.
For the longest time, I didn't know. Here's the thing. For the longest time, I didn't fucking know that Aaron was a Sonic fan. I thought he absolutely hated Sonic for how much shit he gives the series. But then I realized once he started playing Sonic Adventure 2 that like he literally just spouted out, dude, have you not realized that all this time I've been a freaking Sonic fan? And be like, no, I thought he absolutely hated the series because of how he talked about it.
I really saw these as a way of laughing alongside Aaron at his own folly. However, it's clear that there's a real, palpable disdain for Aaron's gameplay behind these comments. Perhaps I didn't stress how long these compilations really are. Someone had to watch and edit through literal hours of gameplay to point out that the guy half-heartedly playing the game and chatting with his friend wasn't doing a very good job. And I did read the
I
comments
mean,
of these
look, I can
compilations.
kind of give Aaron some leanway a little bit because like he's just talking, and like most of the time he's just talking with Dan. He's just fucking around, so he's not like paying attention to anything. But at the same time, Aaron literally makes it like, look, I love Game Grumps, but like Aaron is literally very infuriating because he refuses to listen to anything. He'll skip dialogue, ignore context clues. He'll be like, "Oh, hey, I found this item," and then refuses to use the item for the next puzzle that is requiring the item that you just got. Like, what the fuck?
Several of which add to the dogpile on Aaron's credibility as a gamer. Did I really just utter the sentence, credibility as a gamer? Ugh. Now hold it right there.
Yeah.
There is a lot to
This whole thing
unpack
is kind
here,
of cringe, but
there's
like,
some
you know.
crucial missing contextual evidence. Evidence to suggest that Aaron brought this on himself. Exhibit A. The Zelda Sequelitis. In short, Sequelitis was
I
an
have not seen
animated
those, I
series
think.
created by Aaron, discussing game design. These videos are still excellent, and inspired many future YouTubers. His points were clever, and the presentation was entertaining. In July 2014, Aaron released his most controversial and final episode of Sequelitis, breaking down his perceived shortcomings in Zelda Ocarina of Time. I say his perceived shortcomings, because unlike pointing out how the first level of a game teaches you to play, a great deal of Aaron's points came down to how he felt about Ocarina of Time, or demonstrated that he lacked knowledge on the mechanics of the items to bypass waiting for enemies in the game. After all,
There is so much goddamn waiting in Ocarina.
as an opinion piece, I still enjoy
Okay.
revisiting this video. I don't agree with a lot of Aaron's points. However, many Zelda fans have used
I have to
what
check
he
that
said
out
in the
later.
video
If
as
that's what you would
ammunition
like me
against
to,
him during his
leave a
Let's
comment down
Plays.
below if
It's
that's what you
hard
want.
to take a strong stance on something like Ocarina of Time, only to
Like,
demonstrate
people are,
that your
look,
ability
people are free to think what they want and free to interpret things how they want. However, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, but if you're interpreting it, but like, there's a difference between interpreting something and then just being completely wrong about it. Now, I do not blame Aaron for saying something like it takes too long, because I'm one of those types of people where it's like, I'm waiting for the enemy to freaking wait. And I only recently found that the Deku Nuts can stun those Stalfos guys. I didn't know that because I think like I've tried it once before and it wasn't doing anything because he had a shield up. I didn't know I could stun them with it. I knew that like using my bow was better because I had a higher chance of hitting them. But if I could have used just Deku Nuts and then the jump slash, that would have been probably faster. So I'm not going to blame Aaron for not understanding game mechanics, especially if he's probably one of those people who don't look up guides or anything like that, you know?
to be good at the game is rather lacking.
Oh no! Oh,
Stupid
that's
Screw these clams, they suck.
scary. Don't ever say that to a woman.
God f***ing stupid clam!
Easy. Her name is Jennifer.
You're hitting the wall, Aaron.
Clams.
You do not.
It's a
You have to have
asshole.
you have to have it ready first.
Up,
He's
you
going to die to the
fucking
clam.
Why won't it fucking God? It's so bull.
I think.
Just fuck. Ah!
Oh my-
I hate
He's gonna
it.
die.
Oh my God! Now I'm dead because of this stupid fucking clam.
I will admit the
I
clams
was
are bullshit.
shooting it the whole time.
Is that where this all stems from? Perceived hypocrisy? Well, it's a little deeper than that. To get to the bottom of why people have dedicated hours of their lives to dunking on a YouTuber,
Hey,
we
it's
must
David
explore the
Cheeseman.
reasons why people watch Let's Plays in the first place. It's intriguing how other people can see the world so differently. Earlier, I touched on why I personally watch Let's Plays. It's like I'm hanging out with friends, not taking the game too seriously and making some jokes. Just straight chillin'. Yet, when Aaron misses something obvious, doesn't pay attention to instructions, or attempts to brute force something that requires strategy, to be frank, it's hilarious.
Funny and
Unavoidable.
infuriating.
You're in great shape. You're in
And then when I
great shape.
fly backwards, I'm gonna get hit. It's fucking stupid.
All right, chill.
It's ridiculous. And now I'm getting hit. And now I'm getting hit. I'm getting hit. And I gotta get the rings. Oh shit.
Please don't die.
I'm trying. And he hits me. And he, please. No! What the f even? What even with this? This is such
I will admit Sonic
garbage. And he's
well, I
gonna
was about to say
do
Sonic
Shinmu.
C Ring sucks ass, but this is Sonic and the Black Knight.
Shinmu! What the?
He's been here for 20
Funny
minutes.
Because Aaron is self-aware that he's not incredibly skilled at some of the games he plays. On a meta level, it's part of the bit. If every episode was Aaron flawlessly beating
Ah, man, the
everything he
Sandbird.
played, that would be much less entertaining. Dan often acts as a surrogate for the audience, voicing our concerns and laughing at Aaron's
I know, right?
expense.
Like, that's why I don't get too
Sympathize with
pissed off of
Aaron,
him most of
given
the
that he
time.
must
I just get pissed off.
simultaneously focus on the
I just get pissed off when Dan gives Aaron like, "Hey, this is actually like really helpful advice," and then Aaron is just like, "Shut up! I'm doing this." That's when I get mad.
game, as well as be an
And then he
entertaining
eventually does it, and he's
I
just like,
truly
"Why didn't you tell
believe
me
that
this?"
him
Be
and
like,
Dan
"I
are
did,
skilled
Aaron."
improvisers. Otherwise, we'd see a million other similar channels take off. So why does a subsection of Grumps viewers become absolutely enraged at something, like Aaron never using his shield? It goes back to the parasocial relationship between viewer and YouTuber. I can imagine trying to tell your friend how to correctly play a game, and them not listening to you at all. It must
Yeah.
be frustrating. Am I implying that some people are watching YouTube videos incorrectly? I don't think so. The death of the author is no stranger to film and video. It's simply a fact that some folks watch Grumps for company, while others are invested in seeing a game played well. Some relish in Aaron's failure.
Okay, him playing.
while
Oh,
others
that's
get
just such a
incredibly
sad
annoyed.
freaking
Then
thing
there's
that
Aaron's
happened
own
there.
opinions on Zelda. Some take offense and see the points Aaron makes as an attack on something they hold dear. To them, it ceases to be just some guy playing Zelda unabashedly and becomes a prominent internet personality, damaging the reputation of Zelda games and therefore the fans. Like with everything on the internet, for our final stop on this ride.
Yeah, I
it
did
all
not know
comes
he was a
down
Sonic
to-
fan for years. I start like here's to tell you like how long I've been watching Game Grumps. I started watching Game Grumps back when they were doing the Mario 3 stuff. Like when it was Dan and Aaron playing Mario Brothers 3.
Similarly to Zelda, I've played almost all the mainline Sonic games, with the biggest difference being that I'm a surface level fan compared to those who truly adore them. Sonic Heroes is my favorite. It's more than a little janky, but I grew up with it. The music and levels are really fun. The Game Grumps playthrough of Sonic Heroes was equally as
Okay,
enjoyable.
yeah. I'm just realizing what he's going to talk about for a second. For a second, I forgot this was a Game Grumps video because I was looking at Sonic. Like, oh yeah, Sonic Heroes. Talking about Sonic Heroes. Yeah, that's nice. It's not my favorite, but like, it's a cool game. I mean, I could play it for the gaming channel one day. That is in the realm of possibility. But so they played. No, this was during like COVID and all that shit, like lockdown, all that stuff. They were playing remotely, like over Discord or something like that. And Aaron was sadly playing the PS2 version, which is the most buggiest version of the game. And everyone was telling Aaron, "Hey, this is the buggy version. Don't play this one." But they kept playing it, and they kept seeing bugs and kept getting stuff that was worse. It is the worst version of the game. Like,
Enjoyable. Aaron is not a patient person. Possessing the pressure of producing a show must make navigating Sonic Heroes' shortcomings a nightmare. But Sonic has a ride-or-die fan base. Considering everything we've
wait, hold on.
nightmare.
Let me
But
read that comment. Okay, Aaron. People don't get it. I love Sonic. Also, Aaron. I don't know. No, man. I'm just trying to survive. I genuinely think he's lying. He does not strike me as a fan in any way. He is just big enough that Sega/Sonic team are willing to send him things. Aaron, oh come on, man! Don't say that. But I believe that he's a look. Listen, the one thing I've learned about Sonic fans is Sonic fans hate Sonic as much as they love it. Like,
Sonic has a ride-or-die fan base. Considering everything we've discussed so far, it's no wonder that such vitriol was thrown Aaron's way, and these compilations were highly corrosive. Oh, and remember how Aaron spoke ill of Ocarina of Time? How that came back to bite him? It's not like Aaron has contributed to truckloads of ridicule Sonic as a master.
oh no, it's gonna be Knuckles stuck on the
showcasing
wall.
how buggy and broken his games can be. Oh wait, Sega officially had Aaron involved in their promotions, by the way. A self-proclaimed Sonic hater. Or lover? So what gives? It all comes down to the version of reality you perceive. Let's dive into the nuance of Aaron's relationship with Sonic the Hedgehog. Surface level. Aaron hates
Serious?
Sonic.
Dang.
It's safe to say that someone unfamiliar with the Grumps would interpret Aaron's harsh comments while he plays as a sign that he's just not fond of Sonic games. And
Yeah,
that
I was
would
at
be
this
a
level
fair
for a while.
assessment. Yet, below the surface, Aaron loves Sonic. Watching the various playthroughs they've done over the years, something else that's rather apparent is how fond Aaron is of the characters, music, and very premise of Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's not forget that early
Yeah,
in his
awesome
unknown career, Aaron
chaotix.
even based one of his animations on the series. There must have been some semblance of admiration. Unless, in the ocean, Aaron facetiously likes Sonic. It's all a front, of course it is. Who could genuinely like such a buggy mess of games for children? Sonic is pathetic.
Bruh.
Attempting to be so cool when the 90s have come and gone. What a joke. Yeah, I love Sonic. He's so rad. As long as the dumbasses who enjoy these horrible games keep watching, I'll keep profiting. It's all
Okay, I
part
don't
of the
feel
game,
bad about it.
baby. Is another perspective one might perceive if they aren't privy to the bigger picture. The bottom line is this. No
More.
one wants to be miserable. And if those games truly made Aaron feel that way, they wouldn't play them. Grumps could play 1,000 other games and retain their fan base.
Yeah,
And there's
yeah, they could literally just play some random ass game off of the Steam page that's like $2 and make a video out of it and call it a day.
precedent for them dropping games simply because they're just not that into them.
I don't know what episode this is of Majora's Mask.
I think it's like 25.
They quit Majora's Mask.
I can't keep going. I can't keep going. I feel like me getting frustrated about this is not fun to watch. I feel like
Okay, I don't remember ever seeing his Let's Play of this, but I think I can kind of feel his pain here. I didn't like Majora's Mask for the longest time, and Aaron is like hard ADD, I think, or ADHD, something like that. So trying to pay attention to everything in that game is a very like, remember this, remember that, remember this, remember that. Make sure you did this, and so you can do that later, because if you didn't do this one step, you fucked up the entire thing. Like, I could understand him getting pissed.
It's putting me in a shitty mood. And I just want to make a good show for. Why are you looking at my?
Sorry, no, go on.
More likely,
Okay.
deep down, Aaron wants to love Sonic. Some might call it an abusive relationship. Clearly, Aaron holds an appreciation for the aesthetic, sound, and atmosphere of the Sonic games. After all, Aaron played these as a kid himself.
I mean, I could see it as like he doesn't like the games, but he likes the characters and stuff. Like what Sonic's about, he just does not care for the actual games.
However,
I can see that, and I can respect
blind
that.
eye to how broken these games are. The best he can do is
You don't
tease
have
them
to
in a
love Sonic
similar
games to
fashion
love
that
Sonic,
one
and you don't
teases
have
their
to
crush.
like Sonic to like Sonic games.
I failed you. What the hell
The
am I
fuck?
talking about? I just spouted far too many contradictions. Am I implying that two things can be true at the same time?
The fuck?
Oh, uncharted depths. The gray, murky reality. Some of the Grumps' earliest viral moments came from exploiting Sonic 06, forever entangling their fates. But I
What
truly
is
believe
this?
that Aaron enjoyed Sonic
What
as a
is
child,
this?
and shares
What is
disappointment
my
regarding
life?
how much squandered potential there is in the series. On a
I
slightly
can't
related
fucking
note,
do it, John. I can't either. This is bullshit. It's just fucking bullshit. I'm stuck. Just like, hey, look, I made it. I'm Superman. I believe I can fly.
completed Shadow Generations recently, and it was phenomenally good. So
I have
perhaps
not
those
played this. I
games are
kind of want to
heading in
look
the
away
right
because I don't want
direction.
spoilers.
Aaron likes the Sonic series, but recognizes and makes fun of its shortcomings. The Grumps profit from
Bruh.
it for sure. However, it's quite entertaining when they do. Otherwise, I'm not sure so many people would be watching, even as I currently write this. You could also make the argument that Sonic gets to stay relevant. Remember when this was a video about Zelda? Take everything I just said about
Yep.
Aaron's relationship with Sonic and apply it to Zelda. He grew up playing A Link to the Past and didn't jive with the direction of OOT. However, he liked the series enough to produce an original animation and write a video essay. People do not spend that much time and invest that much emotional energy into something they don't care about.
Okay, that's fair.
Mother.
What did that fucking say? Word count. 8 pages, 2,000 words. Characters. Including spaces. Hide word count.
Mother.
Okay. I feel like I didn't fully understand the point of this video. I thought it was just going to be like a quick like, hey, like here's the moments that like people didn't like about it. I did not expect this to be like more of a video essay kind of thing. I was really expecting to be like, oh hey, here's moments that would make you hate Aaron because of in Sonic and Mario or Sonic and Zelda. Like I was expecting to see like more clips, not so much just someone talking about it. But I mean, still, it was an interesting video. I still don't fully understand though. I'll be honest. I'm kind of like I kind of get what he's saying, but at the same time, I don't understand what the point was. Either way, it was cool. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the gaming channel, and I'll see you imps in the next video. Bye. Alright, you imps, fall in line. Only you can build up the numbers in the imp army, so that Oni-Chan, your leader, can prevail. I look forward to meeting you on the battlefield of the YouTube algorithm. Have a lovely day.